Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. And as you can see, we're on the Jules Peaceful Valley map once again. We've been working on a lot, trying to get a lot done, and we're going to work on this area, I think. I changed my mind about what I'm going to put here. I'm going to probably put this transport uh, spot, and I'll show you what that is, but we're going to go ahead and grab it. It's going to be over there. So we're going to hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, and left mouse click again until it turns green. See, so if it didn't click very good. And you can see it says GD Transport, and it just says further, faster, and safer. So my assumption that this building is, I don't know if it's like big rig transport or what they're really showing it as, but we're going to put it here, and then we may put the parking lot, whatever the case. We may have put big rigs here or whatever we need to do, or something else, just depending on what we decide. But this is a building that's already got a sign, and I'm not worried about changing one that has a decent sign that's generic. It's not, it doesn't say, you know, Elm Creek or anything like that. So we can put that here. But what we're going to do is, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking I want the ground this high or pretty much level with this. And then hopefully we'll adjust this road over here. It's going to be a slope, a bigger slope. But I'm thinking if I do that and we have a slope going down here, it'd be better so that our road is better. I don't want it at an angle. This side's going to end up coming either up to this side as well, is what I think, and then it'll come across at that level. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Channel's growing quickly, and I thank every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, and if you've gotten help from the videos, I would sure appreciate it. So what you're going to do is go ahead and click on sculpt mode. You're going to make sure that it's on replace down in the terrain editing. You're going to make sure that these in the terrain editing as well, or what is it called? Yep, brush area. It's opacity's up, hardness is up, and value's up. And then you're going to pick the area you want to copy. So I'm going to copy by the road. I want it to go and stay the same as the road. And obviously for a hair bit here, this went up and this is higher. So we'll see. We're going to at least do it there. We may do the same thing, or we may just go straight over because we got a brick wall there. So we're going to hit Control R, let go, and we're going to grab it. See how it dropped it way down? We don't want to go past that fence, and hopefully we don't have to change anything over there, but we will if we have to. And we'll have to make a little slope. You can see that it's going to hit there. This is going to be way lower than that because I lifted this part up higher. So, and we're just going to come all the way through all this, making sure everything's flat. Now I gotta back off so I can see. So it looks like it really changed that road an awful lot. Wow. I didn't think it was that far of a change. Hmm. Wonder how sloped we are. Really? It's gonna go that low? Well, let me try it and see. I don't know. I may change it. Let me see. Okay, so it went pretty low. Even over there. Wow, that's quite a bit. I didn't think it was that much. So we're gonna undo that. I'm gonna do something different. I don't want it to go that low. So we're gonna undo all that. Okay. That should be undone enough. Where do I want to click then if it's gonna go that low? I mean, some of it's good. I don't want it to go different over here that far. I would rather it. I mean, that side's sloped too. Let me see. We needed this side up higher, I guess. Uh, I don't really want to do that. I might slope this side more and make this area lower is what I might do, because that's pretty up there. Hmm. Well, this spot could come up a little bit, but see how it's kind of crooked? Let's adjust that real quick and just see what we can do. Roll this down a little bit, and we'll stick it about here, Control R, and just move it over just a hair just to see what we can do with it. And then we'll stop right there when it starts going down. We don't want it to go down. Okay, we'll smooth that. Okay, like that. We'll smooth all that. See if that situates it any. Alright, let me go up so I can see better. It's a little bit better, but I don't think it came up as high as it should. Let me try to angle myself better. To me, this side looks quite a bit higher, so let me see how far I need to move over. See how that needs to come up? There we go. Then it started going down. There we go. We'll smooth that part now. Let's see if that'll be good enough. Okay, and then smooth this. We can make it lower. I just want it lower together. I don't want it to be separate. And let me see. That's better. Now I will have to make sure I can get in here properly. So I think I can. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I can smooth all this and get that situated. So that'll be okay. This is where we're gonna run into some stuff. We'll have to slope it. Okay. So what am I gonna do? I at least want it that high, at least. Let's see, that starts going up. Hmm. We may have to make it go a little higher here just to get that road more level. It's such a slant here. Alright. Or go lower. Knock this down to this level. We'll see. I'm gonna knock it down to this level and hope that that's gonna work out. Roads can be a pain. I wasn't really wanting to fool with the road right now, but we gotta do it. Alright, so that should get that going. Okay. Let me just test it out. And we can have a slope up here. Um, it's not a problem having the slope. I just don't want all of it to be not level or what have you. Get all that situated. Now let me go look at that, see if that looks better. Okay, I like that better. And then it's more level with this. And then it'll be down to that level. Looks like I need to go a little further back with it. This may have to just be more of a slope, because I want it to come up at least to that level, I think. Well, this side's going to be much lower though, unless I just go to here and make it curve up right there. I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll make this as the same level as this, and then this will just be a hump here. I think that's what we'll do. Let's back up a hair. I'm going to bring it to this property area. We're going to just bring this all the way on down to the fence, or to this area. We're going to have to shift that. We'll adjust it, don't worry. We don't want that far, but we will adjust it in just a minute. Alright, so now we got that part situated. Okay, slope all that. Slope this. Slope that. We're gonna fix it in just a second. Okay. So now, other than this fence, we gotta fix probably this slope. We gotta make sure we come over far enough that we're not indenting over here. So we'll have to fix that. But basically, we'll have a little bit of slope come down, and then it's gonna come back up and slope up a hair here, and then it'll kind of level off over here. So what I'm gonna do is make it this high at least, maybe in the middle somewhere. Try it right here. Control R, and we gotta back up, so I don't want to be touching all that because it's a little bit different. Alright, we're gonna go to this other side. Okay, so see, it had to come up more, and mostly on this side over here. We're gonna have to slope that, so don't worry, and we'll fix it. We're gonna come all the way up to there, all the way up to here, get all that situated. Now the road at least ain't gonna be weirdo. Smooth it right here, smooth it on each side. We'll adjust anything over here we have to later. Okay, so now we should be alright, yeah. And then if we need to lift that a little or smooth it or whatever we need to do, we can. Smooth it a little bit. Whatever we gotta do, we'll fix this over here in a minute. And then this comes on over here more level, and we can smooth this part and be all set. Alright, so now we at least got some of that situated. Now we gotta check this going down in here. Alright, it ain't bad. We'll be able to smooth all that and take care of it however we need. So you want to stay away from the road and not get too close to the edge of the road because you want it to stay flat, but just going to smooth that a little bit. So now we're going to jump back over here. We got all that situated, and all that's pretty good. Let's jump to the end, make sure our slope isn't crazy. I think it's a little steep, to be honest. I don't know. We may have to adjust all that. We'll see. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to click right here and smooth and see if that helps any. I don't want it to be too steep on that part. I want it to be a good slant, but alright, let's see what that looks like. Okay. I think that's gonna do. We'll see when we start laying the road if we have to adjust anything, but I think that's gonna be decent. And then of course you go on down, and I can smooth if anything's not right here. We can smooth it and situate it, smooth all that. Alright, so now we're gonna go over here, get this place going. So we gotta finish getting this over a little bit. We gotta hit Control R so we can get the ground kind of back up a little bit here, so we'll smooth it in just a second. I'm gonna hit Control R further back a little so get this back up. Okay, so now we're gonna hit smooth a little bit. Whoop, did I hit the wrong button? Oh, it's on a large smooth, a lot of smoothing. That's okay. Now we'll go down and look. Okay, so we got our slope, and we still got our fence okay. And it's okay that that's showing. Alright, so we just want to try to make sure we don't go past this. And we're going to probably make it, is it sloped up? Yeah. So we're gonna probably make it this level right here. I'm gonna try to make it this level here. It's a little gonna be a little different, but because part of it slopes, but we're gonna put it on that. We're gonna go up so we can see this area. Try to get where we can make sure we don't go over. Up a little higher and just angle it a little bit. And now we're gonna clear out this area. We can go a little bit bigger with this, but we don't want to get crazy. We don't want to go too close to the fence. Like so. We'll have to situate this road area over here, so we'll worry about that later. We're just going to get all this situated. Get it down. Okay. And I'm going to level it off over there, but I don't want to go too far right yet. So we'll see in just a second. I'm going to get this road right here. Now, go look at the fence area and see what we got. Okay. I think that's okay. Well, we got a little spot right there we might have to deal with. What is it? Not far enough over. Let's try to get over just a teeny bit more here. See if we can without making a mess. Let's see. Oop, let's not do that. Okay. There we go. Let's see. There we go. That's good. Alright, we're going to call that for that spot. Okay. So now, I'm going to get over here a little closer. Try to smooth this out just a teeny bit more if we can. If we can't, we can't. We'll see. Okay, because we are going to have to fix this little spot here. So, let's get on over. And maybe we can slope it without too much trouble. We'll see. We're going to hit this down a little bit. And just slope this. Whoa, we don't want to do that. Do I not have my right mouse button on smooth? I do. Why is it doing that? Okay. Must have got jammed or something. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to go back and smooth this, I think. It doesn't look like it's going to go too low if I do. It's okay if the concrete shows. I just don't want this side to be a problem. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, ain't it? Is it like that all the way down? Well, we'll work out the details later. I'll wait on smoothing that. But we're just trying to get this building situated. We're going to get this road over here at this level. So that's what I want to do now. And we're going to have a slope over here, apparently. Or I may end up knocking that on down and making a slope come down into the road there so that this is not quite that high. Then just change that road and have this lower as well. So, but we'll see. So I'm going to have to go over further to get a slope. So there's going to be a slope over there. And then this is going to go up here. And we'll either go to here and slope it, or change all that altogether and make it lower. So we're going to slope it for now, just see what we can do. And if it's too steep, we'll change it. I'm holding the smooth button down just to get it all situated. And then we can go ahead and do all that. And then we're going to go ahead and check it. See how good or bad it looks. I don't mind the slope. Okay, I don't like that right there being so high. I don't know. I don't think that's too bad. You can tell we got this, and it's obviously gonna have to be adjusted when we do it. So this was just me getting my lines, figuring I might shrink them a little. They're a little bit big. Let's see, that's up in the air. I think I moved it at some point. So this will have to come down. So that's what I'm saying. I might lower it. I just hadn't decided, so I don't want to work on that yet. But for now, this is enough room here to work. This is level enough to do our thing. I'm going to go ahead and actually go a little further with this road being straight to at least there. And then we're going to slope that right there. Might better move it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Move it to here. And in a minute we'll slope that part too. Like so. Alright. So now let's go ahead and get this placed into the position we like. I'm thinking I want this sign to be up front. So unfortunately I don't really want that side being over here. What's it gonna look like if I turn it? I'm gonna put it at 90. Negative 90, that is. That ain't bad. I just don't like the sign being... We can move it. I like that being out front. The sign is just not where I want it. Let me see if I can move it back to where I want it. Okay. Move this back. We could have it go that way. We can move this further a little bit if we have to. Let me see. Yeah. We can even bring it toward the road more if we want. Or we could separate it. Let me see if it separates. I hope so. Should separate. Okay. Where is it? Let me see if I can click on it separate. There we go. Just checking everything real quick. Alright. Okay, so that even breaks loose from this. That's nice. Okay, so this can be moved wherever we need it. You know, if we want it over here. Now, obviously, it's going to move again. Till we situate everything else. So let's move it, and then we'll move the sign after we put the other where we want it. So what I'm going to do is back this up some. I think. You know what? I think I'm going to turn it and move the sign and turn the sign. Because I want it to be long ways. So let me do that. I want it to face this way. And I'm going to pull it close to the edge so I can measure the angle. Like so. Let's back this up so we can see. Alright, that's pretty close to the line. But it's not quite. I'll back it up and see. It's pretty close. I think that's pretty close. We'll leave it at that. And then we'll back it up. Trying to decide, do I want it over here? So that when they come in, you'll see all the trucks, and then when you're driving along, you enter over here. You see the sign, there'll be trucks everywhere, or whatever we put here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll put it to the edge. Is there buildings? Oh, there's doors. We got to slide it forward a little bit. Let's see. We got to have some kind of room for them to get in over here. I think that's good. We should be able to fit a whole diesel truck there. Alright, so now we're going to click on the sign. Make sure first, before I do, we can get around this building. Yep. Alright, I'm going to put the building down on the ground where I want it, and then I'm going to move the sign. Where's my little thing? Here it is. Bring it down to the doors, meet the ground, right, just there. There we go. You could go a little more maybe, but I don't want to go too far. You know. It's hard to get it just that right sweet spot. Right there. Alrighty, that's good. I like it. Now let's move the sign. Make sure the whole sign's clicked on. Bring it over here, Control B, left mouse click, and we can turn it, or we can make two. Let me see what we got here. Definitely got to turn it. They only put it on one side. So now we're going to put this at -90. Right there. And now that's going to match up with the road. And we just got to decide how far back to put it. We'll put it back a little bit. Because remember, I might have this road be wider and we'll have to move a little bit of stuff. Depending on what I do. So, that should be decent. And we should be all set. Now we can just get some other things like garbage cans or whatever, and put there. Things that we need. Later we'll decorate it, flowers, and if we want any trees or anything. Right now we're gonna make sure that we hit Control R and get this all concreted. Now that's straight. And check our road again over here. Obviously that tree ain't gonna be there. Okay, this can be smoothed out. Let me smooth this out. Click on there. Situate all this stuff over here. Like so. Now we got a little back area back here. We'll have to slope all this, situate that better when we get ready for it. And then you'll just whoosh right out of there. And down you go. We'll probably block this off with a fence later. But for now, we're just mostly getting things in place to say, hey, this is where it goes here. This is this place. We're not trying to finish every single place immediately. So now we got that. We're going to call that good on this episode. We got it situated. We got a little more work to do later, but the main stuff we needed to do is there. We'll add to it later, but I just wanted it to be like where you can park whatever we're going to be calling the transport, which I'm assuming would be either diesel trucks, or we could act like it's just cars, but whatever the case, that's what we'll do. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode, and we'll just move on to something else on the next one. We'll worry about this later. We'll get all that squared away. But at least we got that going. And we got our little building in there. Like so. But I'm going to call that episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.